Look there, spectacular SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, rivals collide in the AFC West. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the LA Chargers.
Los Angeles Chargers.
Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson and Matt Gay going to kick things off. Off we go from Southern California. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic. And he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
Down at the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Herbert. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Matt McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll be 3rd down.
I like the aggressiveness early in the game, right out of the gate. Make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield, and what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you got to hit a couple of these, and don't be surprised if they go back to a deep shot here pretty quickly. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
On the return is Tucker. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out, Greg, by the former Hoosier, the rookie quarterback from Indiana.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill it. Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
A run, and this is Ashton Genty. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run out of the gun for Gentry. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Vegas.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs, because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. Really nice job here by the young quarterback.
He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Tar Heels still there for the stop. This is 3rd and 6. In motion, Naylor. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? So let's give the kicker some credit. Not only was it a really good save by the holder, but his ability to make that kick when the timing wasn't right is a lot easier said than done. So we got to get to the sideline. Long snapper's got to do his side of the bargain here, and they've got to be better the next time out.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chargers offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's complete. It is Trey Harris. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. 12 yards on that hookup. And the Chargers have the first down.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Not much there, maybe a
He's
yard.
tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Tight end motioning left. On play action now. Herbert. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Harris, the man in motion. Throwing is Herbert on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
That one doinks off the upright and in. Fortunate break, but the kick is good. And the Chargers will tie the game at 3 apiece. So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense ready for their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Jack Best that time, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Run right up the gut with Gentry. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. on the ground with Hampton. The defense stringing them out. No gain. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Now a play fake. Herbert. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. Ray Harris, the intended receiver there. Now it's going to be third down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the third and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
Here's J.K. Scott now, and John's to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Raiders offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drop. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
At the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. They'll keep it on the ground with Genty. Room to run past midfield. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line.
Kicker. Defense. Automatic 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead now with Gentry. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And this one just short of the crossbar. Couldn't quite get there. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-3 game. The Chargers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the 1st down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
2nd and 10. On play action. Now Herbert. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
A fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Raiders offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
And that is incomplete.
Intended for Jack Pitt.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
The Chargers take over.
The Chargers offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. From the gun, it's Herbert. It's slant, brought in by Harris. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 18.
They get 18 on the pitching catch. First down, L.A.
1st and 10.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Space to run inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. A gain there of 21. It's good for a Charger first down.
10 at the 14-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Raiders' 11-yard line.
Throwing, Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Johnston. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Bring it home, boys. We got this.
Here's 3rd and 2. Play action now. It's Herbert. He's got his man. Middle of the end zone. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown Chargers.
Touchdown Chargers.
Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chargers take a 10-3 lead.
Chargers 10, Raiders 3. Cameron Dicker.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return is Dylan Laube. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
The Raiders offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. man in motion here is Tucker. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll find Pinky out of the backfield. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On the handoff, this is Genty. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 10-3 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football. They've got it facing third and a yard. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the Raiders. Davis to return it. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense and receiver Quentin Johnston set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here comes Hampton on the toss right. Has an opening past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a big one for the Chargers. 31 yards.
Chargers, first down.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs, kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone. I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Motion man is Harris. Herbert to throw on 2nd down. This one complete right side to Harris.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down, and that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Raiders offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
They run out of the gun with Genty. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up third down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Now on the on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And one of the Raiders able to get back in there and secure possession so they keep the ball.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
On comes the punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense and Omarion Hampton getting set for their next possession. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Hampton heading right. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. Motion man is Johnston. Another run here with Hampton. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the 1st down chain, if he just catches that ball and turns upfield, they extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. He's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
The Raiders offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but He was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
They run the toss to Genti. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins.
Well, the snap, a poor one, and it's blocked. Inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. What a big play for the special teams unit, Greg. They get the block and the score. A big swing that starts with getting to the kicker.
Yeah, exactly right, Mike. And anytime you draw up a successful punt block rush, it starts with identifying the breakdown of the protection unit. In this case, they found that weak link. They were able to exploit it. It leads not only to the block, but to the touchdown.
Kicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers move out in front by the score of 17-3.
Raiders 3.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense and Ashton Genti heading back out onto the field here. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Genti. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Raiders.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And then forward for 8 yards.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2. They'll go again with Genti. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Once again, it's Genti. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up second and 2.
In motion, Naylor. Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up 1st and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Here's Genty. Marked down at the 6.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. One more time with Genty. Good blocking, and he's in. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Raiders are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10.
Raiders 10.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return, here comes Davis. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On play action, it's Herbert. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Herbert to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. He's got room past the 25. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
A gain of 14
So often,
yards.
sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. On 1st and 10, it's JJ. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
He's got his man. That's best. Now the Raiders are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
1st down, Las Vegas.
In motion, Naylor. Back to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here's a designed run. He'll step up and run this.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and a yard. He'll look to throw. Going up top. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Hit that a little too well. It lands a couple of yards in the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have, you are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions. And now it brings up 4th down, and barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. They'll throw out of the gun. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Now, timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Goal. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
His kick is good. And the Raiders are able to cut it to 4. 17-13.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Harris, the man in motion. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
As you could probably imagine, Mike, this one really burns me. I mean, man, I wish my fellow tight ends catch every ball the entire game, but to be this open and not come down with it, I'm going to have to set a reminder. Next year at TEU, we're going to have to bring out some jugs machines.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense and Ashton Jeanty heading back out onto the field here. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. Not a whole lot happening there, just a short pickup.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming, and not going to be a lot of games.
And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
In motion, Naylor. Here's a handoff to Jeanty. And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Jamari Caldwell on the stop.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
It's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Incomplete.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The Raiders send their punt team out. And are they going to mark this out of bounds? They are. It's out at the 1-yard line. What a kick. The Chargers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. He's to the 35. And he is finally taken down inside the 40-yard line. A big play after being backed up. It covers 63 yards.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of the attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
Now a play fake. Herbert. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
At the 37-yard
Really nice job
line.
defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
From the gun, it's Herbert. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Incomplete.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I really like the personnel adjustment by the defensive coordinator, Mike. They go dime coverage, so they're going to bring out 6 defensive backs, really play the pass and muddy it up with as many pass defenders as you can. Nowhere to go with the ball, and now we got to see, does the offensive coordinator, when he sees that dime package take the field, what answers does he have?
And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead holds steady at 4.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
the gun. He'll throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. Third down coming up.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
First down.
And they decide to bring pressure here on third down, but he does a really nice job. Remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
They'll try to set up the screen to Genti. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
On second down, Genti. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
First and goal.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. Third and short, fourth and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Leads to second and
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
He'll go again here from the 10-yard line. Second down and goal. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
You have to wonder if we look back at the end of this game, Mike, and say, was this a prime opportunity for this offense that they blew after that third down sack? An opportunity to take the lead here late in the game, and instead, I think there's a real decision about whether or not they should just take the 3 and chip away at this lead.
Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This a 31-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the Raiders cut the deficit down to 1.
Raiders 16.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
The Chargers offense ready to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing now is Herbert. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find...
Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
You know, it's so hard to say what goes wrong on these bad snaps, Mike. You know, sometimes it's mechanics, sometimes it's concentration, sometimes, frankly, it's just bad luck and things go sideways, but he puts a little bit too much juice on it, ends up out of the punter's reach, and now they're heading back to the sideline knowing they just put their defense in a really bad spot.
A run, this is Hampton, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
It's now third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
17 yards. And the Chargers, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They'll run with Hampton to the 5-yard line.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
Herbert now on third and goal. Throwing on the run, it's behind his man, and it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers add on to their lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Hampton. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Are you kidding me?
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. With the fullback trying to power it home. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
No gain on the play.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
They were stopped on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal from the 1. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Defense.
Still 3rd down.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Justin Herbert, touchdown, L.A. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Point after now from Dicker. The kick is good. And the Chargers are going to open up the lead to 8.
Chargers 24, Raiders 16.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Lobby now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Genty, the ball carrier. Junior Colson on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. They'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. On the ground, Hampton. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
The ball carrier brought down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Motion man is Johnston. To throw is Herbert. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. The fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Run right up the gut with Genti. He's taken down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a 1st down.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
Keep it on the ground with Genti. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
The 3-4 defense, Mike, is predicated on the big man over the center, the nose tackle. He's big. He's strong. He takes up the entire middle of the defense, and that's exactly what we just saw on that play. He makes the stop for no gain.
Trouble, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
To do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Now he'll air one out. And this
they're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
The Raiders have their punt team out there. And a pretty good punt there. Fair catch, taken right around the 11-yard line. The Chargers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Give, and here comes Hampton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Herbert. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. On the ground, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Now it's Herbert. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
We'll try to run for it with Hampton. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the 1st down up past the 40-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Herbert now on 1st down. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Motion man is Harris. To throw, it's Herbert. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Take it in, back at his own 12. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. The Raiders offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll run with Genty. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
Jackson on the tackle.
An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Las Vegas.
There's two elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them aligned. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
And he managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. And it's 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
They're all set to punt this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And great coverage on special teams to mark it down inside the 5-yard line.
3-yard line.
The Chargers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. Hampton on the toss right. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice game, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
He's out of bounds at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A run with the fullback, Ingold. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. The Chargers get set to kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll run. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
Raiders.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Now, faking the give. That one, on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think you'd be able to corral. You can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Trying to get it out to Ashton Genty that time. And 3rd down coming up. Man in motion here is Tucker. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Chargers offense ready to get back at it. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run. It's out of the gun, and it's Mitchell. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Raiders offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The throw here is complete. And And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It's a gain of 16, and it's two nice plays to begin this drive.
First down, Raiders.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike, and I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
In on the tackle.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
He'll look to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Back to throw. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And this one online, and it is good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Now return, coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
From the gun, it's Herbert. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page in his target. That's incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now 4th down.
It's certainly not for the lack of trying, but these guys are having a really hard time getting on the same page right now. I mean, he's still looking for his first catch, despite getting a handful of targets going his way.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
The Raiders offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drop. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Carry now for Laube. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. The tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Vegas.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
38-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
From the 38 now, here's second and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got the tight end there. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard. Sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Raider first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now second and inches. In motion, Naylor. Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Well, you can tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. They'll run, and he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on third and short.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And they continue to churn out 1st down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. In motion, Besh. They'll drop to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Man in motion here is Tucker. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
What a stand there. 4th and goal. Game on the line. It looks like this offense is putting together a game-winning drive, and the defense comes out with the stop of the day.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.